It's a big payback and Hex is on the attack. My heart's bigger than Frank White's Coogee sweater. I stayed for 15 years so I can live better and make love to my wife so my nostrils clearer. Win or losses, anytime I lose I win. Not afraid to take any L's on the chin. This grown man business, you need to bear witness and exercise more physical fitness. I play for long distance. Don't ever serve me any 2 pieces of chicken without the biscuits. And give me the gravy or something light like turkey. But I'm not gonna sleep mental formaldehyde. I'm tougher than cowhide.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? This is the Crypto Wonder, your host of the Crypto Wonder podcast. Hope you're doing well. As always, let's get right into it. We're going to continue the business narrative, the business, I guess, discussion, ideas, and talk, right? For those of us who found Hex, who found PulseChain, PulseX, right? Think about how ahead of the curve we are. I say we because I put my energy where my mouth is. So think about how far ahead of the curve that we are in. If you're in crypto in general, you're ahead of the curve. You could thank 2021 for all the craziness that occurred with the meme coin splurge and mania that took place, right? I'm gonna give you an example. I was speaking to a driver the other day, and I just asked him, hey, do you know anything about cryptocurrency? And he looked at me, and he took like a couple seconds to respond. He said, yeah, you mean, and then he said, yeah, I do. I have Doge. When and I don't know how he did or how he fared in Doge. I hope he did well. But the way he said that he has Doge, like he's still holding Doge, that already let me know that, oh man, I know he's hurting. And so I had to put him onto Hex. Like I had to. I felt like I had to. I felt like it was my business to inform him, right? I took a chance. I mean, this is what it's about. Talking to people about different things with respect to, finances, but not just outright talking about, hey, what do you know about finances? I just went straight to crypto. And I talked to him about Hex because Hex is a better product. You'll be better positioned in Hex than Doge. Period. The joke of a coin. Literally, Doge was a joke. Was created to be humorous, not to be taken serious at all. And thanks to your man, your car man, your SpaceX guy, Doge is what it is, or was what it was in 2021, and is what it is today. But there's so much better. There's so much better out here. Even though he has that, he has that coin, even he's ahead of the curve. May not be faring too well like he would like to, but he is ahead of the curve, just being involved with cryptocurrency in general. Because there's so many people who don't even care for it, much less know about it. There are people who I've even talked to about cryptocurrency who just want nothing to do with it. To this day, they want nothing to do with it. Not only is it because they don't understand it, but they heard some rumor and they allow that rumor to be their truth, which is sad and unfortunate. Imagine how many other people think that way in general. I mean, imagine how many people are just living life while this is actually going on while they're alive and they're not participating in this. Those of us who are in crypto, I believe we're light years ahead of the masses. We like to hear about mass adoption. Mass adoption. That'll inevitably pump our bags because we already front ran them. We're in it. We're in it, right? But until crypto really reaches mass adoption, we are still going to win because we hold coins that generate money, that pay us. Coins that pay us religiously, like every day, with no human involvement. No human being could turn it on or off. That is power. We are years ahead of everyone who's not in the market. And those who are in the market, we're years ahead of many people who are already in the market because they don't know what they're doing. We were once there where we didn't have a clue of what we were doing, and many of us made mistakes, including myself. But I learned from those mistakes, and those mistakes were valuable. Those mistakes that I've made and I've experienced were valuable. I was on the Twitter Spaces recently, and this hip-hop artist, well known in the hip-hop genre or culture or whatever, his name is Styles P. He was on the Spaces promoting his NFT, right? NFT was also a thing for 2021, even though NFT was here for years. But the whole NFT craze, and it still is, it's gone through the roof. You could thank 2021 with the whole meme coin craze and the whole reflector contract, safe moon, come rocket, all these crazy things. You could thank 2021 for all of that. Here we are in 2022. So Styles P was promoting his token for a group that he represents, that he's a part of. But while he was talking during the Spaces, he mentioned that he's learning about this because he does not want to be left out. He just entered the space maybe 4 months ago. No, I'm not going to say 4 like I've been counting, but very new, super new. He's a noob, but he's also willing to learn and take the risks to win big. I mean, there's opportunity to lose a lot, but there's more opportunities to win big if you know what you're doing. And so he launched his NFT, and I wish him success. I wish him success in his community and what he does. I don't know if I should even mention the community, but if you Google him, you'll find out, right? But it's not relative to what I talk about, in a sense, at all. It's not. But I'm just speaking about this because as a business, people have to be really familiarize themselves with simple business practices. Simple business practices. You have a digital piece of technology working on your behalf. You're the boss. You call the shots. It's you and these tokens and these contracts and these blockchains and this technology that's working for you. No one else can interfere with that. So you have to manage that. You have to oversee it. You control it. You govern it. You're the head of your own business. People have to understand this. People have to understand it's that serious. This is not, it crypto, you could look at it like you're gambling. You're going into a casino. For those who just want to just make a quick buck, they want to trade, do the leverage trade, and try to earn something real fast, right? That's the casino mindset, the gambling type of mindset. But when you have a long-term view where you want to live off what you own, that's your business. I don't care how you see it, how you interpret it, how you want to just, look at it. That is your business. How do you protect it? You have to think about ways to secure your bags. Like literally. I know one of the safest ways to store your private keys is in your brain. There's no physical reference point anywhere. But are people really gonna do that? And of course, you need alternatives in case misfortune strikes. Anything can happen. But hey, in your brain, who can take that from you? Once it's in your brain, it's not on anything. It's nowhere. It's in your brain matter, your cells. That's what contains your private key. There's things that we have to think about. And then more so on top of that, other ways to just protect what you have. That's what it's about. Protecting what you have, because I never felt like it's not even about being hopeful, because everything that's happening with PulseChain and PulseX is actually allowing me to just become a little bit more informed, aware, enlightened, and prepared for what's about to come. Again, there are people that are in crypto, but there are many who are not in PulseChain. We're front running them. We are front running them. We are. Not only are we light years, in my opinion, it's just a figure of speech. Not only are we years ahead of regular people, common folks, but we're years ahead of people who are in crypto. Imagine the Bitcoin holders and the maximalists and those who everything is all about Bitcoin. Imagine them who think that they really are front running the world. And you see what's going on here and you want to ignore it. You see what's going on. You see what Hex has done. They see what Hex has done. They see what PulseChain is doing. They see what PulseX is doing. Or if they even care, they probably don't even care, because everything to them is about Bitcoin. We're front running them, because when the math unfolds and unravels and shows the world what it is designed to do, jaws are going to drop. Faces will melt. Right? Because now it's a test of which is better. Which is better? Which opportunities are better or the best for people to uproot themselves and keep and preserve their wealth, to uproot themselves out of hardship and misery? Which opportunities lie before us right now that are better? Which is the best risk to take? Because it's all risky, right? But in order to win big, you got to take a risk. You got to take the chance. You have to. It feels it, and what's also inspiring is to see how the people who were in Hex early, how successful they've made it so far, right? How successful they are. And that's also inspiring, because we have another chance, another wave of individuals that will become incredibly wealthy within the next very few years, right? And then it's only going to multiply. It's only going to multiply, because 2 years ago, I don't know if PulseChain was even a thought, right? I don't think it was a thought in the founder's mind. So imagine what he's going to come up with a year from now, or 2 years from now. I should say after PulseChain and PulseX launches. Imagine what ideas this man is going to unravel or discover or want to bring to light sometime from now. We have to understand. We have to understand. Bitcoin is not even 15 years old. And those of us who are staking for 15 years, we positioned ourselves like, you might as well say right now, whatever projection that you can, speculate on what your wallets are going to look like in 15 years, you might as well say right now, you're rich. Right now. Own it. Claim it. Believe it. Know it. Right now. Right now. Because you set yourself up for something incredible. Incredible. It's something that is astounding, miraculous. Okay? Like seriously. Again, Bitcoin is not even 15 years old. Can you remember what you were doing in 15 years ago? Can you remember what the world was like 15 years ago? 15 years ago, we didn't even experience the real economic real estate housing crash yet. When the banks went belly up, where they had to be bailed out by billions of dollars. We didn't even experience that yet 15 years ago. So imagine 15 years from now. Imagine Bitcoin wasn't even a thought in 2000. Well, I'm not going to say it wasn't a thought, but the white paper didn't come out in 2007, right? Right? So imagine if you hold on and you stay committed to your plan in your convictions, and while you stay committed to your plan and convictions to earn massive gains, you're taking care of yourself, self-care. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your health. You're taking care of your responsibilities on your journey towards stupendous wealth. Oh my, like the words can't even capture what's about to, you can't even describe it, what's about to take place. You cannot describe it. Not enough. Like the excitement is just an understatement, like any word you can think of to describe, elation, happiness, joy, fulfillment. These words just they pale in comparison to what we're really about to experience on our journey towards, because you could see it now with some of these third parties that have been included in this ecosystem so far are addressing certain issues to help people get rich. I mean, that's a fact. We know too there's going to be a lot of scams. We know this, man. Scams didn't go anywhere. People getting scammed every day in crypto. It's part of life. But there's also opportunity for people to earn even more. Like we're talking about multiplying on top of multiplying on top of multiplying opportunities. Not just with Hex, like on Ethereum. We already know about the whole copy with the PulseChain copies. Okay? We know what the DEX is going to bring. Like people are talking about that now. You have streamers, new streamers. I'm discovering new PulseChain streamers almost daily now. And good streamers that are talking about PulseChain, that are talking about PulseX, and bringing in their own ideas and interpretations and thoughts, and it's just incredible. Incredible. I just found another guy today, a streamer, and I shout him out, like as far as like, subscribe to the channel. I don't want to say the wrong name. Next time when I think about it, I'll say the correct term. Well, one is Cryptographics. The other guy I think is Pulse Abide, something like that. But next time when I have the correct names, but we have streamers that are talking and discussing PulseX. how you could earn this a day, what you could do, before, to set yourself up to earn, to stake, so you don't have to lose the opportunity, not lose in general, but lose opportunities. You could stake in the right ways to stake. People are talking about, for PulseChain, how to identify decent validators, good validators, so that you can stake and not worry about bad actors. It's your business in making money. The business is bubbling on our behalf. On our behalf. That's why I stay away. I stay away from the drama. People are tripping. I stay away from all that negative energy because it's stupid. It does not pump our bags. Right? It does not feed our souls. It does not give us inspiration. It does not motivate us to do better, to look forward to achieving our goals with the use of this technology. Because that's what, I'm kind of in it for the tech, because it's the tech that's helping us get rich. It's about that bread. It's about making that money. So we could have choices. We could have alternatives. We could pay. We could pay for our freedom, really. I have no time for the foolishness and the nonsense. Who it's not for me. There's other channels, other streamers that do that. I don't care for any of that. For me, it's about goodwill and fellowship. Simple and plain. Because what you put out there is what you receive. What you put out is what you receive. And that's all I'm about. Right? It's not hard. It's not hard. Treat these moments like you have a plan, you have a blueprint, and you're creating the building blocks to construct something for you, for yourself. And you're using these tools that are available, that will be available soon with PulseChain and PulseX. I'm gonna look back at this content after PulseChain and PulseX launches, and it's gonna be like, wow. But look, this is the moment. The moment is now. We're living it. Again, this is the calm before the perfect storm. A beautiful situation is about to happen right now to destroy and dispel the negative angst and miserable energy that's out here that's been holding us back for too long. Once mainnet launches, I don't care if price drops and this sideways movement for a long time. Crypto is crypto. The market is going to do what the market does. The market is going to do what the market does. But we know what the secrets are. If we were given the secrets on how to succeed in crypto, we were given the secrets on how to succeed in crypto, and we were given the tools to use and apply those secrets, there is no excuse except you. If you impede and block your own blessings, you have no one else to blame but yourself. That's it. That's it. It can't get more simpler than that. If you applied what you've learned, you've sacrificed, you're delaying your gratification, you're taking care of yourself, you're living your life, and you have the secrets on what makes a person successful in crypto, and you apply them by utilizing the tools, the crypto that we need, the products, whatever you want to call it, that we need to achieve those results. It does not get more easier than that. You're talking about a perpetual state of revenue stream earning. Won't ever have to worry about no damn stimulus check. You know what I'm saying? Don't have to worry about retirement plans. Won't have to worry about pension plans, 401ks, insurance. Can you afford, doctor bill, dental bill, blah, blah, blah. Because we're setting ourselves up to get out of those traps, to get out of those cages, to get out of those boxes, those paradigms that keep us just tied down in a state of abject servitude and hardship. Right? That's what it's about, people. And it's your business. And your business deserves respect. Your business deserves to be respected. And if you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. Because things are going to work whether we're involved or whether we're involved in it or not. These things are going to move ahead. It's going to continue to work whether we're involved or not. Whether we choose to participate or not. I'm never, going to just ignore what I know. Like, it's worse when you know better and you do nothing. It's worse. Because at least if you didn't know, who can you blame? No one. Because you didn't know. But when you know and you ignore what you know, you dismiss what you know, then come on now. Come on now. There's no turning back. There's no turning back. There's nothing else in the world to date that is the fastest, that is faster than this highly swift appreciating asset class like cryptocurrency. There's nothing in the world that compares to that. That's why I say this is your business. Treat this as your business. Sure, it's not a physical brick and mortar. It's not a physical building, right, per se. But you can use this business to allow you to create businesses that you wanted to manifest in the physical world. You want to buy a house? Well, you could use this crypto to help you buy that house. You want to buy a business or create a business? You could use the proceeds from crypto to help you do that, right? You want to buy a boat, you want to buy a restaurant, want to buy land, want to buy real estate, want to buy whatever it is that you want to acquire and invest in because you're investing in yourself. You can do that with the premier opportunity and vehicle that we own, an asset that we own that's helping us achieve those things. If I'm missing anything, leave a comment, folks. Let me know. Let me know, because it's about building now. Enough of the destroying, enough of the talking mess. I'm not about the drama. It's about building, creating, sharing, developing, inspiring, motivating. Right? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And then when things come up, maybe we can come together and address challenges that arise. Because there's going to be problems. And there's nothing that's perfect out here. But if it's about community, then let's build like a community, right? Things come up. And folks swarm together and come together and make sure things are met, problems are resolved. That's the beautiful part about this that I'm a part. That's what I'm about. I'm not about taking anything away from anyone or destroying just for the sake of destroying. It leaves other people out there for that. There's bad people out here. I'm not one of them, though. And I don't subscribe to that energy. Never will. But I'll protect what's mine, and I'll defend what's mine. And if you kind, maybe I'll meet you halfway. All right. Well, as always, people, these are wonderful times, man. Incredible, man. As I'm talking to you right now, I could run and scream in glee. In glee. Could you imagine when these change the first, you see the first 10x, 20x, 100x, 200x, 500x. Could you imagine? What are you going to do? That's another example of a good problem to have. 1,000x, 2,000, 10,000, 100,000x. I'm going to leave y'all with this. One of the streamers who came up to the ranks, I mean, this man in less than 6 months, he's just made a name for himself in the community because of the content that he creates. K4K Crypto, you know, talks about PulseX, balanced guy, you know, smart. I like smart people, right? I pay attention to people who know what they're talking about. Even my old school comrades in the crypto space, I never dealt with fools. That's the truth. But K4K it says something that made me think. Bitcoin at its lowest, from looking at historical data, Bitcoin at its lowest was about 0.40s and a 6. Like 0.00006, right? At its lowest. And its high reached $69,000, right? That was about over 110 million X in 12 years. In 12 years, people. 110 million X in 12 years. You know, a lot of times we say 6.9 million X, right? 6.9 million X. Well, it was really over 110 million X. 12 years. Nothing else in the world has done that. In the 12-year period. Nothing else that we know of in our existence has even compared to that. Nothing. That's crypto. There's a trend that I see happens all the time in crypto. Like 6 months to maybe almost a year after, about 6 months to like 10 or 12 months after the halving, after Bitcoin halving, I've noticed that the market tends to, become a bull market, right? It tends to rally, right? So the next halving for Bitcoin will be 2024. That's 2 years from now, right? So if PulseChain launches now, this year, at some point this year, and you hold on to that joint, 2+ years, let's say like 3 max, imagine. Can you? Like think, visualize, envision, so it can become more real and closer to you. Imagine what the gains will be. Not talking, think about it. Like 1,000 days from now, imagine what the gains will be. Those who hold the longest wins, man. Win the most. It's nothing wrong with taking profit. Nothing wrong with that. But you know what the truth is too. You know what the secret is. Being a founder, being a hodler, and being an owner of an exchange. Take care, everybody. I'll catch you all on the next one. Be well.